Hi everybody, this is Noelle from Petitti's. We are here on a very early spring morning, and we wanted to show you really quickly and talk to you about protecting your fruit trees and your fruiting shrubs. And it's pretty early in spring. If you can get out there and spray a dormant oil, which you've probably heard of before, or a sulfur spray, but I wanted to show you this product because we think it's a really good multi-purpose product. This is Bonnide's Orchard Spray, and you can see it has the tan markings on it and the tan shoulder on it. It means that it's a natural product. And what this spray contains is it actually contains sulfur and pyrethrins. So it is actually a fungicide plus an insect killer plus a miticide. So it actually is kind of like a 3-in-1 product that's fairly easy to use. And all you have to do is hook it up to your hose end and go ahead, turn it on to the fan spray or the stream spray, sorry, not steam, and go ahead and spray your plants down with it. So Taylor has all that footage and she's going to show you that. And key here is when you're looking to use these types of sprays, there are about 5 stages that you want to look for on your plant material, especially with your fruit trees, okay? The first stage is dormancy, and of course, when your plants are super, super tight, they haven't even really shown new growth yet, and we're looking at that around the end of March, right around there where we get some mild days. You want the temperatures to be above freezing at night, and of course, you don't want any rainfall when you can treat those plants. And again, you can use dormant oils, you can use all-season oil, or you could use the orchard spray that we have here. Now, that is the first stage, and it's pretty crucial for things like peaches and grapes, especially to get treated at that time of year. It prevents a lot of problems that those 2 types of fruiting plants get during the growing season. So the dormant spray is pretty key, but you should try to do that with all of your fruiting plants because it will prevent other things from cropping up during the season. The second stage that you're looking for is actually what we call bud swell. On apple trees, they call it kind of like silver tip or silver swell. And it's just when buds are just starting to show and kind of increasing in size, but you start to see a little bit of green showing with the buds. You can treat those fruiting plants at that time as well, okay? Again, make sure your temperatures are above freezing at night. It's pretty key. And we don't ever see this problem in spring, but you want to make sure your temperatures are below 90 degrees too. So I don't think we have to worry about that too much. Then the next spot is actually pre-bloom. So when you want to spray again is you just start to see color peeking in those buds, in those flower buds. You don't want the buds to be open. You want them to still be tight, but you want to see color, okay? And so pre-bloom is another good time to apply a spray. Again, just to be preventative. It's those preventative measures that you want to take care of now while you can, kind of get ahead of any issues that you might see during the growing season. Then when the fruit trees and shrubs are in flower, we do not want to spray at all. The whole point is to get those pollinators in there, make all of those beneficial insects really, really happy. And so we do not want to treat these trees and shrubs at all at that time. So let the flowers bloom, look gorgeous, and go ahead and thrive out there. Okay, then after the flowers bloom and the petals fall off the flower, that's actually this 4th stage that you want to again spray. So it would be after the petals fall, you still see kind of the spurs of those flowers or the centers of the flowers still, which would be the bottom end of the fruit. And so needless to say, go ahead and apply again your fruit tree sprays or orchard spray like I have here. The last thing that you're looking for is actually sort of repeat regular spraying through the growing season as needed. With orchard spray, you can literally spray up to the time of harvest. And with this spray, again, all controls, we want you to spray either early in morning before beneficials come out, or late in the evening after beneficials go to bed, okay? So do keep that in mind whenever you're trying to treat a plant item, okay? But again, about every 7 to 10 days, this is labeled for disease control and as needed for an insect control as well, okay? So keep scouting your plant material, keep looking, making sure that you're staying on top of issues, and again, treating, quickly. So to sum up, with your sprays, especially treating, again, your fruit trees, nut trees, citrus trees even as well, that the best time to really control a lot of issues early before they happen, so preventatively, is to spray in the dormant season when those plants are still very tight. If you've missed the dormant season for whatever reason and you already see some of those buds swelling, that's okay. You can get out there and you can treat them during bud swell. Same thing if you kind of missed the bud swell and you want to go ahead and treat them pre-bloom. Awesome. Get out there and treat them pre-bloom. So again, you have a lot of options for treatment. It's just the earlier you can spray and prevent issues, the better off those plants are going to be. Historically, if you've seen other issues crop up, you might need those repetitive treatments. So again, and it's normal with apple trees, peach trees, that those treatments at those different stages of dormancy, bud swell, pre-bloom, and then after petal fall are really sort of needed, that they really can keep that plant growing well for you, thriving, and staying very, very clean, okay? So keep that in mind. If you don't need to treat that often, that's okay. That is absolutely up to you. But again, that schedule's in place to kind of give you those moments in time when you can treat the plant well, and it will do a good thing as far as keeping them disease and insect free. Now, again, this spray is very easy to use. Hose end, go ahead and turn the nozzle. It's ready to go for you. It'll mix with the water right inside the bottle. As soon as you're done, turn it off. Go ahead and unscrew the hose, and it's ready to go for the next treatment. A little goes a long way. You don't want to overspray the plant, so you don't need to spray it to dripping. Just cover all sides of the plant and then go ahead and move to the next tree or fruiting shrub, okay? Other than that, keep pets and people out of the area. Make sure you're watching wind direction so you don't have drift moving back towards you. You always want it to spray away from you. And once the plants are dry, people and pets can enter right back into the area. So again, just very simple to use. If it rains and your treatment gets washed off, that's okay. You can always go ahead and reapply after rain on a drier day. Usually you want this to be applied, dry, and hopefully give yourself about 24 hours before another rain event occurs or what have you, okay? So keep that in mind. So easy does it with the spray schedule. We do have our fruit, tree, and shrub spray schedule available on PetittiGardenCenter.com as well. So search for that if you're looking for more details and other plant material and so forth to treat. Enjoy.